Good morning, everybody. It is fifth grade science, and today is April 15th. We are reviewing today for our plant test that we missed in school. We're going to be glad to get that behind us, I'm sure. And we're going to move on and talk about the ecosystems and junk like that. All right. Okay. What would you like to do for reviewing today for the plant test? How about if we each come up with a question and you can ask a question?
Okay.
All right. Well, let's put our cameras on, Jack, so I can see you. All right. So.
But I like them off better.
There, that's much better. Yeah. Okay. How about if we start with this picture? Can you all see this picture? Can you see this picture? Okay, is it clear?
Yes, indubitably. It is
okay.
perfecto.
Okay, everybody unmute your mics for a minute, and can you tell me the answer to any of these? See if I can hold this straight. Yes, I can't. I keep moving. I'm like can't hold still.
I can name.
Wait, I have a question. Where is that one page with the picture of the flower and then the picture of the flower and then told me what each part is? Because I want to study that.
Well, it's in your old book, page.
I can do.
I know what 4 and 2 is.
I know what 4 is. I know yeah. I know what 3 is.
Where is that page the plants are on?
The page.
I don't know. I can't find it. You'll have to go.
Can we name the
number 2 is petals. Okay, let's. No. Okay, number 2 is petals. Okay, Grace, do number 1.
Okay. I can't see number 1. Okay. Number 1.
Can you see it now?
Is the is that the ovules? Yeah. That looks
right here.
I think that's pointing to the ovules. But...
Okay.
Or
no,
you're right. Let's find that page that
4 is the answer. 4 is the answer.
Guys, don't just shout out.
Well, I cannot find that picture. Anybody find that picture? Oh, there it is. Page 134. Page 134. Okay. All right. Who wants to do number 3? Number 3. Where's 3? Up there it is. See it?
I can do it. Number 3 is the stigma. Collects pollen.
Okay, the stigma that collects pollen. Good. Number 4.
Oh, I know what that is. Number 4 is anther.
Number 4 is anther.
And I think I know number 6 too. Oh wait.
Well, no, don't give someone else a chance. What does the anther do, Jack?
I'm pretty sure the answer create pollen.
It creates pollen. Okay. Makes the pollen. How about number 5? Number 5.
I know what 5 is.
Go ahead, Pia.
5 is ovaries.
No, the ovaries.
Well, I mean, it looks like they're up higher, but when we went over it, you said that was the ovaries. I don't know why.
Okay, so no, I think the number 5 is the pollen tube, right? And then
yeah.
And then on top of the pollen tube, on top of the ovules.
6 is the pollen tube. See? The tube is 6. Oh wait, I see what you're saying, but it doesn't point to the pollen tube.
No, number 6. Okay, so number 6, Pia, is the ovary, and the number 1 is the ovules. Number 5 is the pollen tube, and number 6 is the ovary.
But 5 doesn't point to the pollen tube.
That is,
Pia, because
Olympia, he is correct on that. You have your
Pia, because
ovary.
Because when we went over this before, you said that 5 was ovaries.
because it's
That's
on the pollen tube. Pia, 5 doesn't point to the pollen tube because it's literally written on the pollen tube.
Pia, okay, so Pia, wait, Pia, just go to number 1. Go to page 134. The pollen tube should go first, then the ovules, then the ovary.
Oh, yeah, she is right. We did say that last time, that the pollen, she is correct. She's right, Irfan. The pollen tube would be number 6 on there. They're going to call that the pollen tube. And the ovaries is number 5. You're right. You remembered that. We did say that. So you have your ovules, which is where the ovaries, and number 5 is where we had ovary. The ovary contains the ovules after fertilization. The ovary develops into fruit. Okay, so the ovary would be number 5. The pollen tube, yes, the pollen tube is number 6. She's right. We did say that. And number 1 is pointing to where the ovules are.
So number 5 is the ovary.
Is the ovary, Ovary. And the ovules is number 1. That U-shaped thing is like that little pocket where where they produce the eggs. This is where the eggs are fertilized. That's why the pollen tube allows the pollen to come down into the ovule there, and right there is where the pollen develops into a seed. So the egg is fertilized by the pollen right in that ovule there. Okay. So thanks, Pia. You straightened that out. That is correct. This is the pollen tube. It makes sense that the pollen is going to come that way because the bee comes to the flower and he is attracted to the flower, the nectar from the flower. The anthers have pollen on them, these little anthers, which are, what number is anthers there? Number 4. Is that a 4? Yes, 4. And the bee touches that, and then the pollen slides down that tube, the pollen tube there, number 3. Wait, pollen tube number 6. Because it's collected at the top. So that makes perfect sense. Okay, good. I'm glad we went over that. That makes sense now. Okay. All right, we're ready to do a quick review on anything else you want to do. So if you would unmute your mic if you have a question that you want to ask about.
Can we go over the reproduction thing? With gymnosperms and saurophyte.
You know what?
Gametophyte.
The gymnosperms, angiosperms.
Yeah, gymnosperms, angiosperms, sporophyte.
I don't have anything about the sporophytes. Miss, the basics that I want. Yeah.
Didn't we do a Kahoot? Weren't you making a Kahoot about it? Do you think we could do the Kahoot?
I think.
Oh yeah, you said you were gonna do it.
Okay. Let me. I don't remember if I had trouble trying to do a Kahoot because I didn't know how to do it. I tried to do it in 6th grade and they couldn't see the answers. I had to read all the answers to them. Let me check. Let me check who.
Palmer. She ask
Did she
Mrs.
do
Palmer
the-
because she made a Kahoot for us. Yeah, she made a Kahoot for us and it was fine. So
All right, I will ask her. Let me check and see if I ever did do that. I don't know if I decided not to do that. While I'm doing that, here are the terms that I want you to ask questions on. You can make up a question and call on someone to answer. Non-vascular and vascular, I need you to know the difference. Xylem and phloem, know the difference. Know what photosynthesis is.
1 second.
Know
Caleb,
what
slow down.
spores are. Know what gymnosperms are and angiosperm. A gymnosperm and angiosperm are, and know what the term germinate means. Okay, I'll take. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
Anybody want to ask a question? Grace, you're first. You come up with a question.
Okay, I have a question. Which kind of vascular tissue carries food from the leaves to all of plant cells?
Okay. Anybody want to?
The flow. You said food, right?
Yes.
Phloem.
Good job. That's correct.
Okay, ask another question.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead.
have a question.
Go ahead,
What is
Jack.
the job of the stigmata? Stigmata.
What is the job of the stigma?
Yeah, stigma.
Okay.
It collects pollen.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did you say stigma or stomata?
I said stigmata. She said stigma. I don't know. What?
Oh,
Oh,
well,
To make
stomata
food.
takes
Yeah,
in the
you should know what the
oxygen-
stomata is.
what the
Sorry.
oxygen can
Sorry,
contain.
Jack. Go ahead.
I said stigmata, and I didn't 100% know how to pronounce it. So, and then I guess you thought it was stigma.
Yeah, my fault. You're right. Go ahead with the stigmata. You do need to know the definition of that.
Somehow I just
Miss
forgot what a
Bledsoe.
stigmata is.
Could you repeat those terms that you said we had to study?
If you go to page 140, they're right there under on page 140. All the terms are right there, Grace, on page 140.
Okay, thank you. Are we having a test tomorrow?
Yes, we're having it tomorrow.
Okay, will it be due on Friday then?
I think we'll just do it in class. It's not real long.
Okay.
What is working best for you with tests so far with other teachers? What have you found to work the best?
I guess
Google
it depends on like what it is. Like Google Forms works, but like sometimes it doesn't work as well. Like for like it works like for our vocab tests, that's pretty easy. And Mrs. Palmer, like she did like some multiple choice and math and some things like that.
So are you saying, Olympia, that it was a Google form where you could write right on the form?
Well, it still had the answer box. Oh, yeah. Some of them were like multiple choice tests.
Yeah.
Like some of them you wrote in the answer. Some questions it might be a multiple choice and you like select one.
So for like a vocab test, it works better to write it and then.
No, my question is not what type of test, but what form the test took. Did it? I mean, I can scan this test and put it on, and I don't know if you can write on a scanned version of it. If I type it into Google Assignments, you can write on it.
Okay,
I just
so
saw what Stamata was. I just remembered, and it doesn't appear that anyone said the right answer.
Okay, then give us the correct answer because it is on the test, Jack.
It says in the book. It says some water does escape through tiny holes caused stomata on the underside of the leaf. If someone did say that, I'm sorry, I did not hear you.
So that is important to know. It is on the test.
okay, so anyway, Mrs. Wetzel.
Yes.
We need permission to edit a test. If you're making it on a doc, which is probably not going to work as well as if you to do on forms, I don't know. But
I will do it on forms, but there's two choices I have. I can, if I scan it, I think you have to open up a Google Docs and just write your answers on that and then submit it to me.
so then we have to have permissions from you to edit it.
Yes.
Mrs. Wetzel, another thing you could do is if you I don't know how the scanning of the paper thing works, but if you scan it and you put it on like a document, we might, if you put text boxes, we could type in answers.
On a scan. Oh, I don't know. I didn't try that on a scanned document. I'll give that a try. I'll test that and see if it works.
It's probably not going to work as well as if you're to just do it on forms.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, you have 2 days to mull it over.
No. The test is tomorrow.
How? Today is Mrs. Wetzel. Today's
Wednesday.
No, today's Tuesday, Mrs. Wetzel.
Today's
No,
Wednesday,
on
buddy.
today,
The
we're
test is
Wednesday. We didn't have
tomorrow.
school Monday.
Okay, let's do another review question. We have a couple more that we talked about. Anybody want to do a question? Irfan, you're open. Do you want to do a question?
Okay, so what do the ovules do?
Anybody want to answer? Unmute your mic if you want to answer. Grace, you're unmuted. Do you want to answer?
Sure. Ovules protect the ovaries that are inside them. It's like a coating for them, and that's where they grow.
Well, they produce eggs.
Yes.
Yeah.
They produce the eggs. Okay. How about, can someone explain the difference between an angiosperm and a gymnosperm?
I can.
Go ahead.
The gymnosperm doesn't have a fruit around it. It's just protected by a seed coat, but the angiosperm is protected by a fruit.
Okay.
Are we gonna have the reproductive system through instead of like seeds, the spore reproductive process?
Wait, Mrs. Wetzel. So tomorrow is Thursday, right? So then, are you going to make the test today? Because it's not in our Google Classroom.
Yes, I'm going to put it on, and we're going to do it during class tomorrow. You do it during class time. Not for homework. You'll do it during class time.
Mrs. Watson, you know how like there's like two generations that the
Yeah, I
school
don't have any questions on that. I just
Okay.
want you to really know the basics. So I do need you to know what a spore is. So what is a spore? Bernadette, are you here today? Unmute your mic. Bernadette, unmute your mic. Hello, Bernadette. Are you with us? I haven't heard your voice all day. Alex, unmute your mic. I haven't heard from you all day.
Yeah.
Alex, can you answer the question, what is a spore?
A spore. Yeah.
You know we're reviewing for the test, right, Alex?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember what a spore is.
Well, do you have your notes in front of you?
My notebook is right over here. Yeah.
Well, you know what, Alex? You will not enjoy class online if you're not participating and following along. If you don't even have your notebook open, you're not really reviewing for the test, are you? I understand it's a little difficult to do online, but if you participate, you'll make it much more exciting than if you just not follow along. Bernadette, are you there? Unmute your mic, Bernadette.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, why didn't you answer me the last time?
Oh, I didn't hear you the last time.
Okay. My question, Bernadette, is what is a spore?
A spore is a single reproductive cell that can grow into a new plant.
Okay. The next question is, what's the difference between vascular and non-vascular plants? Grant, unmute your mic. Vascular and
The
unvascular.
difference between vascular and unvascular plants. Vascular plants, roots. Oh yeah, the answer.
Take your
I
time.
forgot my
Start over.
answer. All right. I'm checking my notes for that.
Wait, I
Okay.
have a question. If you do not finish the test in the day that you are given the test, do you remove points?
No.
No,
We'll figure something out. Well, like you can finish it maybe at 2 o'clock when I have office time.
Oh, yes.
You should be able to finish it. It's not that
Wait,
long.
Mrs. Wetzel, are roots on the
It's
test?
only 22 questions.
Are roots on the test?
Roots are on the test. Know about roots. What are the job of the roots?
And
What
so
does it do?
the difference between vascular and non-vascular plants is vascular plants have a vascular tissue that supports the plant and help transport water and nutrients throughout the plant. And non-vascular plants look like they have veins, tissues, stems, roots, and leaves, but they don't grow. But they don't. Though. Can't read that. But but they don't grow. Vascular tissue, which helps the plant support water, transport water and other materials to all parts of the plant, absorb water and which absorb water and nutrients directly from the cell to cell through the cell wall. Some examples of
Is stems
by non-vascular plants or as the endovascular.
are stems and
So-
epidermis going to be on the test?
Are what stems?
On epidermis, like the wax.
No,
Okay.
no.
Oh, so like other than the other than photosynthesis and stuff about chloroplasts and all that and stomata, the like the parts of the leaf we're not gonna have to know, and we also don't have to know the stems, right? So like leaves and stems we don't really like.
Right. You need to know the parts of a flower. You need to know about photosynthesis, xylem, phloem, stomata. Germinate. We didn't do germinate. You need to know about germinate. What does it mean? What does that mean? There's 22
And you
questions.
said this is a little test? Oh, okay.
What does germinate mean?
I'm pretty sure germinate it would be like a plant growing, so it's like the beginning of a plant and the seed like shoots up.
Yes. Yep, exactly. We started to work on that with our lima beans. I wish I would have thought to give you lima beans to take home. I have the bag here, but yeah, and unfortunately yours kind of pooped out when they were not being taken care of. When you're trying to germinate a seed, which I'm doing right now with marigold seeds, Christian and I planted marigold seeds and we watered them. They're an individual, like an egg carton, and they're starting to come up now. But you do have to water them and make sure they are taken care of. Okay, I think that's it. As I said, don't forget about roots, and I'll look into the Kahoot for next time. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.